This week, I spent more time on the phone, more time on emails, and more time on chats with everything from viewers like you guys to my patrons to companies to other YouTubers. And one overlying subject kept coming up, which was basically value right now because the market is so much slower and so far down from where it was during the COVID boom. And you know, everybody's going to have a different opinion and theory on this, and in my experience, it's always been a guess. No one's going to know. No one's got a mystical, powerful magic ball to tell you exactly where the market is. And again, on this channel, we're just talking about the guitar market. We're not going to talk about, you know, the stock market or the price on gold. I don't give a crap about that stuff on this channel. This channel is about guitars. So, in the guitar market, in fact, guitar of the day today is kind of tied into a theme that's going to talk about that. Right now, what I can tell you is people are still buying guitars, but only deals. I can see it in the affiliate links. I can see it through my friends. I can see it through you guys. And what I will tell you is, and this is what keeps coming up, is either somebody saying, hey, I bought this because it was a really crazy deal. Or somebody saying, hey, this, I want this, but they're not making any deals. Right now, I think is a very interesting time where you're going to see a lot of people selling and buying, and basically both parties are kind of off. This is what I really think the market's at right now. I think if you're buying or selling, I think right now you have a very unrealistic expectation in the market. I think if you're buying, you think it's like, hey, no one's buying, it's just me, and I'm going to, get a smoking deal. I think you can get great deals. I think there's smoking deals, but I think it's not a desperate market out there. It's just not. However, for the sellers to think that there isn't a market that is soft, that you're going to have to really kind of give somebody a reason to buy, you're not being very realistic either. So that's why I wanted to bring this up with the PRS thing, because I think a couple companies, in my opinion, are really, really being smart. One, of course, is Paul Reed Smith Guitars. I think one of the smart things they did is, hey, look, the market's slowing. Let's make a $499, SE guitar. The market's slowing. Hey, let's make a more obtainable Dave Grissom amplifier that's now, $1,200 versus $3,000, right? I mean, it's just not going to be feasible for a lot of people to kind of spend that kind of money in a softer market or want to. More value for the S2s, right? Change up a little bit on the core models. And I saw Novo Guitars mention that they're now, like, it's a 6-month waiting list, that they're basically, you can get a Novo faster than you can before. I personally thought that was a great spin. I thought they're like, hey, just so you know, we made some changes and now we can make guitars faster. I'm like, are those changes that you're making less guitars because the market softened up? I don't know that, but it's interesting though that at least I could tell you right now, there's a lot of companies out there whose timelines have definitely constricted down as the orders have come down. And so basically what I'm saying is, if you're out there looking to buy a new guitar for your new guitar day, I think you're going to be I think you're smart if you make sure you get a good deal right now, because there's deals to be had. You shouldn't be paying anything close to what the premiums were just a year or two ago. But also, I think you should be realistic about the desperation out there. It's not as desperate as you think, but it is definitely, they would like the sale, because sales have slowed dramatically. And I think if you're selling, I think you're not being realistic if you don't understand you're going to have to give a little to get something to move. And so it'll be interesting to see what companies' policies change. I mean, obviously we see Fender giving 30% off guitars right now, which is basically, if you think about it, that's what they inflated the guitars. So they're now back to pre-pandemic levels for some of their guitars, some of the deals. If you enjoyed this podcast clip, you can watch the entire episode by clicking the link in the description or streaming it on iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. You can also join it live every week, Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I hope to see you there. Until next time, know your gear.